Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, plus people's reactions to those deaths, as seen at Legacy.com in the first week of May 2022. Actor David Birney died April 29, 2022, at his home in Santa Monica, California. He died of Alzheimer's disease at the age of 83. He starred alongside Meredith Baxter in the groundbreaking 1970s sitcom Bridget Loves Bernie, playing a Jewish man who marries an Irish Catholic woman. He is also being remembered for TV shows including Saint Elsewhere and Serpico. Bernie was a U.S. Army veteran who served in the 1960s. Singer and actress Naomi Judd died April 30th, 2022, at the age of 76. Her family attributed her death to mental illness. She and her daughter, Winona, made up the country music duo the Judds. They were superstars of country music in the 80s with 14 #1 hits. She is also being remembered for her acting and reality TV appearances, as well as for her advocacy for liver disease. Judd spoke frankly about her struggles with mental health. Over the years, she worked to build awareness and support for the cause, serving as an ambassador with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Author Rolando Hinojosa-Smith died April 19, 2022, in Cedar Park, Texas. He died of complications from dementia at the age of 93. He was known for novels including his Quail Lake Death Trip series, following the lives of people in a fictional town on the Texas-Mexico border. The National Book Critics Circle gave Hinojosa-Smith its Lifetime Achievement Award. Readers are remembering him as one of America's greatest Chicano authors. Hinojosa-Smith was a U.S. Army veteran who served in the late 1940s. Comic book artist Neal Adams died April 28, 2022, in New York. He died of complications from sepsis at the age of 80. He was a legend in the superhero industry. His art in the 70s for Batman, the Avengers, the X-Men, Green Lantern, and Green Arrow marked creative high points for all those characters. Adams is also being remembered for his groundbreaking fight to stand up for the legal rights of comic book artists. Actress Joanna Barnes died April 29, 2022, at her home in the Sea Ranch, California. She died after a lengthy illness at the age of 87. She was well known for her role in the original The Parent Trap, playing the would-be stepmother Vicki Robinson. She returned for the 1998 remake as well. Barnes is also being remembered for many TV appearances, as well as roles in movies including Tarzan the Ape Man and Auntie Mame. Actress Jossara Jinaro died April 27, 2022, at her home. She died of cancer at the age of 48. She was known for appearances on TV shows including ER, Passions, and Judging Amy. Jinaro is also being remembered for her performances in movies such as The Devil's Rejects. Actor Jerry verDorn died May 1, 2022, at his home. He died of cancer at the age of 72. He was one of the longest-running stars of Guiding Light, playing lawyer and Congressman Ross Marler. verDorn is also being remembered for his starring role on One Life to Live as cowboy-turned-CEO Clint Buchanan. Artist Lyubov Panchenko died April 30, 2022, of starvation at the age of 84 during the Russian invasion of her hometown of Bucha, Ukraine. She was known for her fashion design and painting, incorporating traditional Ukrainian embroidery and other folk art elements. Panchenko is being remembered for her influence on Ukrainian culture. Politician Norman Mineta died May 3, 2022, at his home in Edgewater, Maryland. He died of a heart ailment at the age of 90. He became the first Asian American cabinet secretary when President Bill Clinton appointed him Secretary of Commerce. He is also being remembered as a congressman, as well as the former Secretary of Transportation appointed by President George W. Bush. He oversaw the creation of the TSA for increased airline safety after the 9/11 attacks. Mineta was a U.S. Army veteran who served as an intelligence officer in Japan and Korea. You can help American veterans this Memorial Day season by supporting the Wounded Warrior Project. Just click the Donate button on this video's YouTube page. Singer and songwriter Judy Henske died April 27, 2022 in Los Angeles. She died after a long illness at the age of 85. She was a folk singer of the 1960s, known for songs including High Flying Bird. Henske is being remembered as the queen of the beatniks and an influence on other folk musicians. Musician Ric Parnell died May 1, 2022, at the age of 70. He played drummer Mick Shrimpton in the movie This Is Spinal Tap, and he continued performing with Spinal Tap for several years after the movie. Parnell is also being remembered as a member of the band Atomic Rooster and for playing drums on Tony Basil's hit song Mickey. You may not know that any family can place an obituary on Legacy in honor of a loved one's memory. Just visit Legacy.com and select your local community to get started. Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags in Kentucky have been lowered to honor the memory of Chief Warrant Officer II Raleigh Brandon Pennington of the Marine Corps Forces Reserve, who died while on active duty. Flags in Alabama have been lowered to honor the memory of State Representative Steve McMillan. Flags in North Carolina have been lowered to honor the memory of U.S. Army Specialist Luis Herrera. Flags in Utah have been lowered to honor the memory of former U.S. Senator Orrin G. Hatch. Flags in Arizona, Iowa, Kansas, and Nevada have been lowered in honor of National Peace Officers Memorial Day and of those states' respective law enforcement memorials. Flags in Maryland have been lowered for Fallen Heroes Day in honor of all first responders who have lost their lives in service to Maryland. This week also marks several notable anniversaries. 10 years ago this week, musician Adam Yauch of the Beastie Boys died of parotid cancer at the age of 47. 30 years ago this week, actress and singer Marlene Dietrich died of kidney failure at the age of 90. Musician Tammy Wynette was born 80 years ago this week. She died in 1998 of a blood clot in her lungs at the age of 55. You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. You can also follow Legacy.com on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths and reactions.